Okay, we got a 5HP19FLA. Complaint is slips in second and third, has a third gear ratio code, and goes to fail-safe after it slips in third. Probably what we're going to find is the sleeve is moved in the F clutch drum. We'll find out when we get there. Alright, 40 torques on the flange, 40 torques on the diff cover, and dig that dirt out a little bit. There's a couple spots where you can tap on that and it'll eventually come off. Nope, still got one. Missed a bolt. Yeah, we should come off. Your diff will come out now. Just look at your bearings and make sure they're not all pitted. Ring gear's okay. Spiders look okay. We'll have to get all this cleaned up and check that all. Alright, 40 torques on the flange here. Got my linkage or my neutral switch on there, so let me figure out how to get this off of there. And there is a seal here. It's just got a clip that holds it on there. Seal. It looks like 27 torques. For the neutral switch. Alright, our linkage, I think I'm just going to leave that on there for right now. .40 Torx on the back cover. Alright, back cover should come off. Okay, these are directional, so we need to make sure we keep them in the direction that they go. Make sure our races look okay, our bearings and gears. It all looks really good. Alright, there's a spring here on that one. And then our race should come out of there. Really needed the whole assembly to come out of there. And there's a shim. This whole thing should come out. There we go. And then there's a park gear. Okay. I'll leave the rest of that in there for right this moment. We're going to go ahead and take our pump bolts out. 27 Torx. Well, 27 broke.
Hey, is transit ready?
Right up here is your tag. On there is a Stukel number. If you're going to end up having to get anything from ZF on this thing, you're going to have that Stukel number. And it identifies what version you have. Okay, 40 torques on the filter. .40 torques on the valve body. Alrighty, where's the last one? That was it. Alright, 30 torques, or 27 torques on the speed sensor. Keep your spacer with it. Okay, on the wiring harness there's a tab. You got to pry that out and up and out. And then your harness will come through. I'll leave our valve body together for right now. I will tell you that the PR valve is always worn out. I will also tell you, when you get to the separator plate, which is this down here, make sure it's just, not the channel plate. Make sure the separator plate stays on the channel plate, because all your small parts are down inside of here, and they are all different. So you need to make damn sure when you take this plate off, you take it off in such a way that all the stuff's not falling out, because you may be screwed if it does. In fact, back in the day, a lot of people wouldn't even take them apart just because of that. You have rubber tubes in here. These need to come out. Okay, in here is some clips and some springs. There is no groove for the snap ring to go into, so you're just going to push it down far enough. There's a little ledge, it kind of just sits there when you put them back in. Take these out, and then when you get these out, there's some more rubber tubes that are down inside there. Those have to come out. Come on, get out of there. Okay, this one was a bit on the ridiculous side. I ended up having to get a bolt and screwing it into the rubber and then getting it out. It was tough. I'll get you the thread size on that. It looks like probably 3/8, 16, something like that. Should be able to get in here now. You can even probably get back here, pop your pump out. Bearing here. To get your pump out, you have to take these clutches out. Looks like they're starting to flake a little bit and a little bit burnt. So you gotta compress this bevel spring down. 2 half-moon keepers come out, and then we can get to the bolts. I'll take this apart in a minute. And the clutches are flaking apart. This one is the same way. Press the bevel spring down, take the 2 half-moon keepers out, and then your piston will come out. Race our bearing. Alright, to get the little drum out, you take the snap ring off the front right here, and then this will come off. There is a O-ring there. I'm going to leave this together for the momentary. There's usually 2 washers right here. Looks like there's 2, but they don't want to separate. Anyhow. We have our clutch hub, bearing and race, bearing, and then there's a race there. And then there's a race here. Let's leave that together for right now. Clutches are burnt. Steels are so-so. Clutches look okay on this set. Leave this together for right now. Our hub bushings still look fairly decent. We'll have to check them, but they're looking pretty decent. Shell looks okay. Our planet, bearing and race. Bearing down inside of here. This is captured. If this is bad, you're going to replace your whole planet. It looks okay. Race and a race. This all looks okay. Hub looks okay. Alright, snap ring opening is at the 12 o'clock. See if we can get a pair of snap ring pliers on it. Alright, you're going to have to bring your support out pretty evenly. Here's a bearing and a race here. Alright. See if we can push on it from the back. Well, this thing's just wanting to be a snot all the way around. This one's just being tough. Alright, a lot of times when that PR valve is too worn out, it'll start breaking this supporter. And we do have a sprag assembly here. And it is turning clockwise, locking counterclockwise. Alright, these clutches have almost totally come apart. And to get that sprag assembly apart and this drum apart, yeah, these are totally gone. You're going to have to put something here to set this on. Press this bevel plate down, pop the snap ring out, and all that will come apart. You can get your pistons out. I'm going to leave that together right now. You do have these keepers, one on each side. And look, some of that rubber's still in here. That's where the rubber goes in and seals on this. Alright. See if our sleeve is moved. Doesn't really look like it. Maybe just worn out clutches. These are totally gone too. Yep, totally gone. Steels and everything. Might be able to salvage the pressure plate. Same thing here. Press it down. Take your 2 half-moon keepers out and the drum will go apart. Bearing and race here. Other planet. Bearing and races here. This all looks okay. And sun gear. Bearing and races here. Alright. Probably going to get a F clutch drum just to be on the safe side. Master kit with steels and clutches. Filter. PR valve. Transgo makes one that is pretty much a drop-in, otherwise you're going to have to ream it out. You have to buy the reamer and all that stuff. So I'm just going to buy the Transgo valve. On this pinion in here, I don't normally take those out, but as hard as all this rubber is, it's going to have to be taken out, but I'm not going to do that until we sell it. Now let me go ahead and take this pump apart. Alright, our 2 half-moon keepers, bevel plate. Come on, get out of there. Our piston's out, now we can get to all of our bolts, 27 Torx. Stator, everything looks okay. Ring grooves look okay. Okay, check our surface here. Everything looks okay. Check our wear plate. Looks okay. You have a line-up pin. Dots on the inner gear up. Dot on the outer gear up. Okay, that all looks pretty good. get us a bushing kit if we can get one. If not, we'll just get the pump bushing. Let's see, what do we say? Measure kit with steels, filter, torque converter, PR valve. I guess that's about it. And we'll get this one sold, and then we'll be back for the build on it.